And as lawmakers wrestle to strengthen gun laws, families who have lost relatives to violence are also working to find solutions. Joining us live in the studio is WDVM Cheyenne Corey. Now, Cheyenne, you actually talked with a mother who says she is desperate and determined. Why is that?
So that desperation comes because she says too little is being done to address gun violence in the Black community. Her determination comes from having lost her own daughter to gun violence.
I was doing some research and saw the numbers for gun violence and just went into an instant depression. Like, you know it's happening, but when you look at the numbers, it's just devastating.
Now, you just heard from the co-founder of the Tyreese J. McAllister Legacy Foundation. It focuses on communities of color that are disproportionately impacted by gun violence. According to Johns Hopkins Center for Gun Violence Solutions, Black people are at highest risk for gun homicides, more than 12 times more likely to be a victim of gun homicide than their white counterparts. I spoke with McAllister and her husband about their journey to triumph over tragedy and how they're keeping their daughter's legacy alive 5 years after her murder. Today is her birthday, and she would have been 24 years old.
Every time I hear about another person getting killed by a gun or a mass shooting or shootings in the Black community or any community, it's like a gut punch. So imagine, I'm getting gut punched every day.
But no gut punch is like the one she felt in 2017, the day her 18-year-old daughter was shot and killed while visiting home from college over her spring break.
When someone is killed or someone is harmed, you kill that person, but that person is no longer here, but you leave behind grieving parents, grieving siblings.
A true daddy's girl, and the heartbeat of the house is how Ayana's father describes his daughter. Ayana, affectionately known as Lollipop, was in school studying criminal justice. She also was a part of Maryland State Police's cadet program, working towards becoming a Metropolitan Police officer.
So this show airs on her birthday. I mean, she was definitely a beautiful girl, inside and out, beautiful disposition.
While Ayana's killer has never been found, the McAllisters turned their pain into purpose. They created the Tyreese J. McAllister Legacy Foundation to address the everyday gun violence that occurs among Black and brown people.
One of the things that I often have told my wife that I never want her name to be forgotten. And I think the foundation really helps us do that. And although we're continuing to keep her name lifted, we're able to do work and help other people in the midst.
Ayana's mom also is a therapist and thinks a lot of people who commit these violent acts are hurting and need healing, which is why she forgave her daughter's killer, saying no parent should have to bury their child, but they shouldn't have to visit them in prison either.
We should all be able to get behind community safety. And I find it disgusting that we are arguing about if we can be safe or not, or who gets to have a gun or the gun laws. We got to come together and do better, America.
And this Sunday, the foundation is having its annual Hoops Against Gun Violence basketball tournament. It's a community-driven public safety program to reduce gun violence in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. We have information on our website, localdvm.com, on how you can attend. Back to you, Thusmeen.